Hello, SGDQ. I hope you're excited for Celeste. My name is Lmjacks, or Jacks for short. I'm a Celeste speedrunner, caster, and event organizer. With me for this race today is...
Hi, I'm Eugene. I'm the current All Hearts World Record holder, and I'm really excited to showcase how cool Celeste is, as well as some new discoveries. Sushi?
Hey, thanks, Eugene. My name's Msushi. You probably know me as the Portal guy. I was also at Community Clash earlier at this event, and back in my heyday, I was a pretty good Celeste speedrunner myself, but it's been a couple of years now, so I have someone a little newer to help me make sense of this madness.
Yeah, so I'm Kwan. I'm a Celeste speedrunner. I'm a little bit more in tune with some of the modern setups that people are going for now, and I'm really excited to help bring you guys some of the strats that the really diverse strats that these players will be showcasing to you guys. Chat.
All right. Fantastic. Well, we have about an hour of some high-octane platformer gameplay, but before that, we did have a bid war on the file name. Do we have what those were?
Alrighty, we do have 2 file names. If y'all can believe it, the very first one will be Trans Rights. Alrighty, and if we were ready for that second one, if you can believe it, it's Trans Lefts. And there is a space in that one.
Yeah, thank you guys for donating for those. And also, more importantly, thank you for raising $70,000 for what we're going to call a true All Hearts speed run. So thank you all for that. We're going to get to that at the end of the run. But I think we should just get started. What do you think, everyone?
Yeah.
Do you think they're ready?
We're ready.
All right. So we'll do a countdown from 5 on go. Ready?
Yep.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
go!
Good luck, Jax.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Yeah, you too.
All right, friends, welcome to Celeste Mountain. If you haven't played Celeste before, it is a 2D precision platformer, one-hit kill. The best thing about it is only 3 simple movement commands: jumping, dashing, climbing. That is all that goes into the absurd things you're gonna see the speedrunners do to this game. Again, there are a lot of crazy things you're gonna see, but we'll let it explain for itself as we kind of go on. Right now, this is the prologue, there's no dashing, but remember, you can do this. You can do this. And as we head into our first chapter, The Forsaken City, Kwan, I'm gonna ask you, what exactly is an All Hearts speedrun?
So, as you might be able to guess from the name, we are here to collect all the hearts. There are 24 hearts, normally. There are 8 chapters, 3 sides to each chapter. We start in the A side for every chapter, and then we move on to the B side. And at the very end, we will be playing the C sides. Now, thanks to everyone who donated, we will now be getting the 25th heart in the final chapter of Farewell. But for now, we start with the A side, and on each A side, we need 2 key collectibles. We need a blue heart, and we need a cassette. The cassette will unlock the B side. Once we have those 2 collectibles, we are getting out of the A side. We never finish most of the A sides, and then we will be moving on to the B side. As the completion of the B side, incidentally,
There's the blue heart for Eugene on 1A.
will unlock progression towards the next chapter.
And Lmjacks as well. So yeah, as Kwan was saying, basically we're going to be going on scavenger hunts on these A sides. These are normally the story-driven levels, but we're going to often go on these small random paths, as you kind of saw our runners go to get that kind of hidden crystal heart. Normally these are hidden quite deviously based on the chapters. So of course we've played this game before, so it's not too bad. But there'll be some fun ones, and you'll see once we get the cassette how the flow of the run is going to go.
Yeah, so now here's a deviation to the cassette path. Coming up on Eugene's side, we have a pretty cool strat to generate a lot of speed if we can get it. We have kind of one shot to get this. This is going to be called a reverse corner boost.
Nice.
Very nice. So we'll be seeing more of those reverse corner boosts later, but for now, you just know that you can get a lot of speed with them.
And yeah, we're exiting out to 1B, and you'll see why in a second, but I think Eugene wants to explain a cool trick he's going to do shortly.
Yeah, so actually, one of the coolest things about Celeste, I think, is the ability to pause buffer. So it gives you a really cool trade-off of speed for precision, where you can make really precise inputs easier, but it's at the cost of time that you spend in the pause menu, because the timer will keep running. One of the really awesome ways that you can use it in the run is to make the game a bit more accessible. Like if there's a really hard input that you can't quite get, you can kind of pause it to make it easier for you. If I can get to the next room, I can show you right here. Like let's say I'm having trouble with this input. I can pause it to make the window a bit easier, and then it makes the whole game a bit more accessible that way. But the more relevant thing that we're going to see a lot more as we see throughout the run, I guess, we can make very precise strats feasible to do in full game, and that's one of the coolest things I want to show off for this run.
Yeah, Eugene's going to have a lot of just absurd strats, especially later on in the run, so keep your eyes out. When the screen starts frame advancing, you're in for something good.
Coming up on Jackson's side on the next screen, we have a trick called a wall boost. We're basically able to cancel the momentum of that zipper by a very specific movement.
Yeah, and friends, this is also the B-side, so this is the more challenging variant that we unlocked by getting that cassette. As you see, there's a pretty distinct lack of floor. And if you're a platforming game, you like the floor. It's kind of your friend. You stand on it. It keeps you safe. But here we just have our dashes and whatever keeps us safe.
Yeah, we got those crumble blocks with one tile. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, almost saved. Very, very nice.
That happens a lot, but it won't be surprised to see a couple of small mistakes at this run, but we have an hour long, and Eugene is already just about done with Chapter 1 B-side here after he collects his heart. Great job.
And Jax as well.
So yeah, worth showcasing why this run is called All Hearts and not something like All Chapters is because we never actually beat the A-side. We played the A-side, got the heart, quit out, beat the B-side, but we've actually progressed to the second chapter of the game. This is a progression flow that we're going to be doing for the entire game. We're not going to be a single A-side, but instead get progression through the B-sides. And oh my gosh, we just got the 2A heart. How'd that happen? One of the quicker ones in the game, kind of deviously hidden. You have to use screen transitions to refresh your dash. And you might think, okay, we're going to restart level because it's actually faster to get back to the main part of the level and progress through. But we're also going to get out of the A side pretty quickly because the cassette is quite early on.
Yeah, coming up real soon, we'll be activating these, what are called dream blocks, and then we'll be heading right to the cassette room. Coming up in the cassette room, we have a very tight cycle, so don't blink. Coming up Eugene's side. Very nice.
Yep, beautiful.
And oh. Yeah, so.
And Jack's showing us what happens.
Yeah.
Happens a lot in this game.
It's a very, very difficult cycle to make.
And again, we got the heart, we got the cassette. We are out. We're now playing the more difficult B-side level. Now again, every level in Celeste kind of has its own feature, or maybe you want to call it a gimmick, but they're too well designed to be called gimmicks if you ask me. For Chapter 2 Old Site, we're seeing these things called dream blocks.
Yeah, so that crow that Jax just passed, that is the in-game way of the game teaching us how to dream jump. Basically what it means, as you exit the dream block, you can input a jump to gain both height and speed. Now, what you might not notice is that you can actually jump twice out of a dream block, thanks to some leniency mechanics, and we can use those to gain significantly more speed as well as enable some tricks and skips.
Yeah, like you'll see here on Eugene's screen, it's very subtle, but a bit of a higher boost off this right side. You can clear the spikes and you can skip getting that refresh gem on the bottom. A lot of small things in Celeste. This is really a game of milliseconds.
Yep.
And right now we're getting chased by our alter ego, Battleline, who again, is like a spike, a one-hit kill, and you can sight through the cracks. Cool skip on this room on Eugene's side. Whew, don't need the coins, jump right over. Pretty sick. Yep. You'll see Jax do it as well. Without a setup, of course, because he's built different.
That's Jax.
My goat.
And then again, once again, coming up on Jax's side, they're gonna do a diagonal dash through these dream blocks, just like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of small things you can do in this game that's like, oh, why can you do that? I don't know, but you can only do it here and it saves 0.2 seconds. Great. We love time save here. Speaking of which, we're almost already at the end of 2B. Another super subtle skip here. The runners are gonna do a demo dash to kind of skip half of this coin puzzle again. Barely on Eugene. It looks like they go through the spikes there, but they just barely have enough space to go upwards. And this is the heart room. And that's the 2B heart for Eugene.
Uh-oh.
Jax.
This is one of the rooms of all time.
This is one of the rooms of all time. And Jax will succeed.
Yeah, it's a room where you can't really die in, but you can lose so much time.
You can lose so much time. It's a bait room.
Yeah.
All right, and quickly we'll be entering the Celestial Resort, Chapter 3A. This is one of the more longer A sides, so we can have some comfy time to appreciate platforming with floors. You're just gonna see the big thing about the Celestial Resort is a lot of cycle-based movement, moving dust bunnies. You'll see in this big next room match they check in after Eugene dies at the reception desk and then checks in. All these moving dust bunnies, again, we've basically mapped mentally what all the cycles will look like from entering the room. So we know how to deal with these moving elements, but they're pretty tough if you get off track. So look out for our runners maybe making some cool, quick backups. But for now, we're just gonna check in, get comfy at the hotel, and I think we have some time for a couple donations.
Audience, I hope you're ready for sore hands by the end of this run because the donations that are coming through are incredible thus far. Let's start this off with $10,000 from the Yeti. And naturally, they start with, hey all, Yeti here. We're so excited for the lineup of runs today. The last day is always jam-packed with amazing feats of speed running excellence. That being said, be sure to grab your official SGDQ tees and other merch from theyeti.com today. Proceeds from every item in the collection directly benefit MSF. Good luck to everyone today, and let's break some records.
Yeah. Here, one more.
All right, next one up, $500 from Kevin at Power Up Audio.
Yeah!
Let's
Love
go,
you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin says, hey, Celeste crew, Kevin here, sitting on my couch at home, wishing I was sitting on a couch there with you. All Hearts is such a banger category. Stoked it's on stage at SGDQ. Love you all. Archie forever.
Long live Archie. Thank you, Kevin. All right, now we're here into the huge mess section of the Celestial Resort. This is kind of a cool, we have 3 different sub-areas you have to go to, but the heart that we need to get for the All Hearts category is stowed away in this first section. And we're gonna do a cool death warp here, not right now, later on. You'll see we're gonna hit that button, which is gonna clear out junk later in the level, which will allow us to go through the secret passage that has the hearts. And once you get there, we're gonna see our runners aren't gonna collect it immediately, but instead they're gonna go to the left of the room, as Yujene and Jax are doing, re-enter, and then collect the heart. So great job. And you'll see they'll save and quit. That skips the heart animation. And when they spawn back in, we are now at the top side of the room. This is one of the different subpaths, and it skips backtracking to the main room, saves about 10-15 seconds, and actually makes it comparable to like the normal any percent route that speedrunners normally do here.
Yeah, even with the heart collection, that only loses like 8 seconds to any percent. And if you skip the heart, the route itself only loses like 4 or 5. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that exploit, we will be seeing that exploit again later on the run, but only actually from one of the players, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
And we'll be finishing the cleanup here in this one quick subsection before we have some more exciting things, so I think we'll have time for one donation.
Oh boy, all right. Here's $2,000 from Maddie Thorson.
Oh my God.
Never in my life did I think I'd get to read 2 Maddie donations, but here we are. Good luck climbing the gay mountain. The Celeste community continues to be amazing. We are blown away by how much you've achieved in charity and community building and in pushing our little game to its limits. Madeline Celeste says, trans rights.
Thank you, Maddie.
All right, coming up here, we're coming up on the cassette on the Eugene side. And one thing we haven't talked about yet, but I think is pretty well known in the Celeste community is what's called a demo dash. What this means is that you can dash with a crouching hitbox, and this enables you to move through some invisible gaps in the hazards. So coming up on Eugene's side right here,
Yeah.
just go right through those hazards, and we're able to beat that cycle.
It's one of those things that look impossible, but there just is a 4-pixel gap in those, in most spinners in Celeste, those hazards, and when you crouch, you have a 4-pixel hitbox. Works perfectly, it's pixel perfect. Again, not all pixel perfect inputs tricks are the same, but we will see a lot of them in this run. And coming up, we're now in Celestial Resort B-side. I know this is a big Lmjacks fan favorite, I'm pretty sure. But just a lot of tight platforming. As you can see, a lot of moving elements on the A side, even more on the B side. You can see Yujene there re-entering a room because these cycles are a nightmare to deal with if you're not accustomed to that, so just re-entering makes it easier.
Yeah, so because there's a death spawn animation, when the death cycle is always different than the entry cycle, so a lot of the times it's just easier to reset the cycle. You practice one cycle, you get that really down in muscle memory, and you don't have to split your brain between trying to learn 2 different cycles.
Yujene there just missed it. Pause buffered for frame perfect coyote time to kind of just skip part of that room. It's like a second, no big deal, really. Just one of the many stupid things we do in the Celeste speedrun.
Yeah, coyote time is one of those leniency mechanics in the game that makes Celeste feel really nice to play. If you're not sure why it's called a coyote time, perhaps if you're familiar with Looney Tunes, you've heard of the character Wile E. Coyote, and if that rings a bell, then I'm sure you can understand why coyote time is called that.
But yeah, trudging through the B-side here, a lot of tough obstacles. These rooms can almost get hypnotic when you look at them for too long. I know I did when I was in my casual playthrough.
Yep.
And yeah, a lot of this, I didn't mention the start of the speed run, but personally, I'm rooting for my boy Lmjacks here. So I have pledged to donate $1 for every time he dies.
And I will match that, but I will be on Eugene's side. just to even the floor here a little bit. Shout out to Eugene.
And check this cool strat. Going over the top of the screen on Eugene's side, landing on a small patch in the ground. Oh, we get to see it again. We get to see it again.
Yeah.
It's fine. They just want to show it off. Bounce up over the level, land right there.
There's a tiny bit of ground there where you can get our dash back, and that makes clearing the room a lot faster. We see on Jackson's side again here.
Yeah, we're in the Oshiro section now, and we're just going to be having Oshiro. That lightning bolt's going to come through. He's going to dash at us, and if we're in his range, he's going to send us back to the start of the level.
All right, we're coming up at the end of this level, and we have another demo dash setup coming up on both players' sides here, actually. It'll be what was normally a frame perfect trick, but now we discovered a setup to make this, otherwise frame perfect trick into a much more RTA viable setup.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
So cool.
Jax barely misses it. And this is a trick you only get to try once, because once the cycles are different, the whole strat breaks, and you have to do the room normally.
Very
Yeah,
nicely done.
that trick actually depends on the block moving down 1 pixel at the end of its cycle before it disappears. It's very silly.
All right, and now we'll start the Golden Ridge. Really cool level. We have clouds, we have bubbles, floatiness, wind. A lot of good things to deal with. But before we get to cassette, I think we can get a couple donations in.
Alrighty, allow me to quickly remind you all that we do have a milestone open right now. We will add the bonus game Mario Kart World, the fantastic new addition to the Switch 2 lineup, at $2 million raised. So every one of these huge donations that keep coming through are going to it. You don't even have to select it. It's automatic. Just help us get it to that $2 million, and we will unlock the game. Helping with that, $250 from Lena Rain.
Wow.
Who would have thought? And they said, hi, smiley face. Wow, 7 years of Celeste running fast. Is she secretly Sonic the Hedgehog? Maybe not. Her hair does turn blue sometimes, though. Anyway, I hope that both runners go just as fast as each other and break through the sound barrier nonetheless. Oh, would that prevent us from hearing the music? No, it's okay. The music is in our hearts, after all. All of them. Every heart. Go get them, Madelines.
Thank you,
Thank
Lena.
you so much, Lena.
Well, not Sonic the Hedgehog, but reference to another platforming game. Did you guys watch the Super Mario Bros. 3 run? You see that white
Yes?
block down there? You're supposed to go in the background to get this heart, but our runners are completely disregard for that cool reference. Just gonna go up to the top, pixel perfect wall bounce,
we
get
go.
the heart out of the sky. All right, and now we're in 4B. I feel bad since like half of the development team just donated, but this is like the most auraless B-side ever. Really boring in the speedrun. Not gonna lie, a lot of auto-scrollers. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but in the context of GDQ, we have some time for donations.
I respect the opinion. You're right. $24 here from Saj Mahal that said, OMG, hi Eugene. You're such a huge inspiration to so many of us in the Celeste community, and I hope you know how impactful your attitude toward learning, teaching, and improving has been. It is an honor and a privilege to call you my friend. Anyone can cook.
Thanks, Saj. Anyone can cook.
Anyone can cook. $25 here from Misty that said, so excited to be here for my first in-person GDQ, and what better way to spend it than by watching two legends in the Celeste community. Good luck, Jax and Eugene.
Thanks, Misty.
Thank you.
Got $100 here from Comet625 that says, hi, Eugene. Hi, Lmjacks. Good luck on the run. I hope it's so awesome.
Hi, Comet.
You forgot me and Kwan, by the way. Was that the end of the donation? Okay, my bad, sorry.
Maybe we'll get another one.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
donation should really say hi to the couch. It's
what
just polite.
That's
after
what
all.
I've been saying, but maybe it might just be me.
We still got time for a couple
give me
more?
one, two more.
Two more. All right, $75 here from Amber Loves Archie. They said, loving the Celeste race. Shout outs to the runners from the back couch. Not to be biased, but I'm rooting for Jax representing all the Celeste boomers. Best of luck and long live Archie. Woo! We've also got $15 here from the Shaded Master who said, we're all going to make it. Just breathe and keep your hearts full. Thank you so much for all of those donations. As a reminder, every single donation goes towards that milestone. Let's get to 2 million as fast as possible, team. I know we can do it for MSF. Thank you so much for your donations thus far.
Yeah, you can see we were synced there for just a second, but an unfortunate auto-scroller death for Jax. A lot of these moving blocks, we have to grab them to activate them, and then they're set on their path. We're forced to their whim, and gotta kind of wait for them, so.
Yeah.
Wait, you said we were synced up? Oh my god, Jax, we have so much in common.
But yeah, we're coming not totally close to the end of this chapter yet, but some of the more fun parts, in my opinion. Cloud room, wind blowing to the left, makes it some cool platforming challenges. We'll get some hyper dashes on some clouds here. I believe not next room.
Okay.
Dashing up, bang. Just effortlessly jumping through those. Here's a cool coin room skip on Eugene's screen. All these coins,
Eugene, where are you going?
don't need them.
Yeah, so that movement there, we actually need to activate a wind trigger so we can make it to the next block with a dash. And of course, we need to go back to the bubble so we can, make that movement to the final block.
And we're quickly coming on the final room in this chapter here, the heart room. Pretty cool cycle here. Got a nice corner boost in at the start. Grab the bubble. Open just in time, and that is the 4B heart for Eugene
and
for Lmjacks.
Nice.
Fantastic, friends. Welcome to the Mirror Temple. This is my personal favorite chapter of the game. And very cool, too, because this is probably some of the coolest stuff on both the A side and B side for all hearts. Coming in this chapter, you'll see dash blocks. When you dash, they change direction. We'll use them sometimes to exploit the jolt of speed we get up from them. Like we'll see a trick coming up called Depth's Corner Boost, which is quite cool if our runners can get that.
Really tight cycle coming up here on both players' ends. Very nice.
Nice, synced. I feel like I just want to don't talk while they're kind of like frames apart right now. See, get the tension going. If they get this trick at the same time,
Oh my God.
No way.
I'm gonna flip this couch. It's gonna be sick.
Do you promise?
I don't promise. Oh, there goes Eugene flying.
And
Lmjacks as well.
Very nice. Yeah, so this chapter, it's got lots of open spaces, lots of ways to move fast, really a lot of ways to express how you want to move through the level. Yeah, it's really fun.
And we're already at the cassette, so not too much to go here. We're in the depths of this Mirror Temple, all the way at the bottom. Not that's the checkpoint. But now that we got the cassette, it's actually going to be a lot harder from here now. We're going to see a really cool skip from Eugene to get the heart. Eugene, do you want to start going into that?
Oh yeah. I think I need everyone to buckle up because there's some really cool skips coming up. The first one's called Early Depths Key. So the key actually has like a really long turn on it. You have to like do so much movement around. I'm going to pause buffer a setup to do this. Let me try it again.
Yeah, on Jackson's side, you'll be seeing what how the key normally looks like. You have to go through so many rooms on the side.
There we
Nice.
go. Save like 10 seconds or something. It's so much.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously hard, though.
Yep. And then coming up, we will be very soon getting to the blue heart once we pass this long horizontal room. Another really cool setup to get the blue heart, we will be doing, again, what's called a reverse corner boost. So we're going to do some movement as the key door opens, as we bring this key to the heart. And essentially what a reverse corner boost is we're going to jump off of a wall that's behind us. And what that lets us do is lets us cancel our dash and lets us keep a speed that would normally end. And there we're able to fly through the room. And here on Jackson's side, we're seeing what the room normally looks like. It's pretty cool. We're able to get a lot of speed using that swap block. And there we get the heart.
Okay. So the density of cool stuff continues. In about 15 seconds, you're going to see a new strat called Chamber Boost. Never seen before. It's like the biggest 90% time save in years. The creation of the strat was a collaborative effort within the community between 4 members. There's Zcad, Sede, TO98, and myself, Eugene. I worked on the final iterations of the strat to make it both faster and easier for runners. And to the version, this one is called Spicy Chamber Boost. Check this out. Bang. Woo! That saves 4 seconds.
And on Jackson's side, you'll be seeing the traditional route of how to play this room. It's called Bub's Drop. And this is where we'll be using that exploit again, where we go through a screen transition, come back down in a way we're not supposed to, and then reset our spawn point on the other side.
Nice. Land on the other side of the room. And that's like, in terms of Celeste, where it's pretty linear with the screens you go to, pretty big sequence break, saves like 15, 20 seconds of going to some other rooms in this level, whether you do the Bub's Drop or the Chamber Boost. So, pretty huge skip. And Eugene here, one of the more punishing rooms if you die. I should wait. One of the more punishing rooms if you die.
Wait, he's gonna skip cutscene? Okay.
Yeah. And Jax, this room doesn't, it's the same room, but he's not gonna die. Don't worry about it. Right?
No pressure.
No pressure.
Stop that.
I believe in you, Jax. That's why I do it.
coming up on the back half of 5B, we have these monsters. We call them Seekers. Now that the B side doesn't have much floor, we can actually use these Seekers to get our dash back when we use it, as we can bonk them on the head. And we can also use their explosion when they respawn to launch us through the room and cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, they're pretty helpful, even though they're supposed to be an enemy. We kind of need to jump off them a lot. And speaking of things we need, this is Theo in a crystal. Hello, Theo. Kwan, would you like to explain why this Theo section is so notable in the speedrun community?
Yeah, so I feel like in the casual community, in most people's casual playthrough, Theo is really a lot of a nightmare to control because he's really bulky, he's really slow. When you grab him, you slow down, and you can't dash while you're holding Theo, so it's really tricky to maneuver both Theo and the Seekers. But what Theo enables speedrunners to do is that when you grab Theo, you cancel your dash. And just like the reverse corner boost, you're able to cancel your dash and keep speed that you otherwise would not normally be able to keep. So coming up in a couple rooms, we'll be seeing one of those, what we call Theo Ultras.
This room's impossible, by the way. Just let it be known. If you're worried about it, it's impossible. That didn't happen.
And there on Eugene's side, you see him skip pretty much the entire room with the Theo Ultra.
Very nicely done, Eugene.
Something similar on Jackson's side, except we'll be going to the top route here. And very nice.
Start at 6A, a little bit of cutscenes. This is the big story chapter. Speedrunners, stories, boo, skip them, boo, give us some donations, yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna lead off by saying I like numbers. We have officially just passed 27,000 total donations for this event alone.
Woo.
Absolutely incredible amount. Contributing to those, we have two different ones from Dell. I swear this is the next one I was going to read. The first one's $50 saying, "Hi, Jack. So happy and proud of you. Good luck on the run, Poggy." And then they followed up after the last one with another $50 saying, "Okay, well, I already donated, but Msushi shaded me. So hi, hello to Jax, Eugene, Msushi, and Kwan. Heart, Poggy, 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 Poggy.
Poggy.
Lots of love to all." And Blueberry says hi.
Hi, Blueberry.
Hi, Blueberry.
Hi, Blueberry.
Hi, Blueberry. We have time for one more.
Give me a minute.
Absolutely.
I think we want to quickly have a cool skip coming up.
Yeah, on Eugene's side, so we'll be using these blocks. These are called Kevin blocks. Shout outs to Kevin. And we can use their momentum to try to go through the cassette room really quickly. Now, we only have one chance to do this, so let's see.
Oh.
Very nice. And on Jackson's side, something similar, a little bit different setup, but
I'll try one more time.
one more time.
Yeah, do it for the fans.
There we go.
For the fans.
Oh, no, not enough speed on. Yeah, that's a very tricky setup.
I guess not.
Okay.
You got it, Jax. Come on.
That almost didn't work.
Nice. Good back.
Let's get some love for Jax.
And coming up, Eugene's kind of taking the lead here, doing the heart code setup. This is, all the developers are here. I hate this heart. This is a random room in Chapter 6. You have to go in there and input a dash code, which is the dash code from Chapter 1, but you have to input all the reflections of it, because it's the reflection chapter. But you don't really have any hints. It's just that room. So thankfully, our runners know this code by heart, or Jax has it on the bottom of his screen, so you can input it really quickly.
And it's got that cheat sheet.
I ran with it too. The cheat sheet's kind of going wrong right now though, so we'll look at Eugene's screen. We're in 6B. This chapter is our speedrunner's worst nightmare. Super cool, super hard, also super big run killer.
Yeah, this is a very famous chapter. It's played in the any % category. It doesn't save too much time compared to, say, playing the Mirror Temple side. But, once again, B-side, no floor. These bumpers, if you pay close attention, they actually move side to side a little bit, which is really a speedrunner's nightmare. There's not a lot of good ways to try to normalize your movement. You just kind of read the bumper and know where it's going to be.
Yeah, and as our runners get to the falling segments, which is very cool to watch, I think we can squeeze in 2 donations.
Let's start off with a $2,500 donation from Free DLC Artwork. They said, "So honored to be a part of GDQ's inaugural Artist Alley, and even more honored to give these proceeds right back to a good cause. To all who supported my artwork here this weekend, you made this possible. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." Who enjoyed the Artist Alley this event? Super cool. It was actually incredible, and I'm so excited to see it again. So many amazing people, including, of course, Free DLC Artwork. Thank you for that huge $2,500. You are incredible. Do you want one more? All right, I can find this one real quick. There's a specific one I have lined up that is buried in the list. $10 here from Claire Ciaran that said, Dev here. I had the honor and privilege of consulting on the narrative of chapters 3 and 4. If you enjoyed the diary entries for Mr. Oshiro, then that makes me very happy. GDQ and Celeste both have incredible communities that fill me with hope. It's been a hard year, but I had to donate a bit more to celebrate this run. Let's keep going and raise more money for MSF.
Woo! Yeah. So here in 6B, we're in this falling section. This checkpoint's called Reflection. This is like such a cool level to lab, but it's a terrible level to execute because it is so easy to frame greed all of these rooms and try to fast fall and go a little faster here. Cool demo dash by Yujene there, actually added in by the developers, fun fact. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool movement. Thankfully, we kind of did the donation skip where we didn't have to pay attention to it. Our runners just locked in and took care of it for us.
Yeah, it's one of those checkpoints where you can really turn the difficulty dial as much as you want. You can make it pretty chill once you know all the rooms, or you can make it really hard by greeting the fast falling. And now we're coming up on the back half on Eugene's side of the Reflection chapter. This is where the battle and fight, as we call it. We basically just need to hug Battle-In several times, let her know that we love her and we want to be reunited again.
Yeah, again, normally, this is what makes the all hearts, and technically a lot of the normal Celeste speedruns kind of funny because we don't fully play the A-sides. So chapter 6 is super story-driven on the A-side, you're not a mountain climber, you need me. I haven't played the A-side in so long, so I don't even know half the bad line quotes. Here we just have the action of the fight, but none of the drama.
Coming up on Eugene's side, in the next room we'll be having, next couple rooms we'll be having some cool speed generation strats.
Yeah, check this out.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the next Kevin block and we're gonna stack some momentum boost off it and we're gonna go flying. Oof. And same here in this room. We're gonna use this moving block and get multiple speed boosts off it and go flying once again.
Yeah, a lot of small, quick jolts of speed. Again, we kind of can't go super flying because we're limited by, the screens.
Yeah.
But you might see us kind of break that later on in the run.
Oh,
who knows? Man. But yeah, now we're near the last couple rooms of 6B. This is why this level is so annoying for speedrunners, is because, again, most rooms in Celeste are pretty short. These are kind of long, 10, 15-second long rooms, so some really punishing deaths if our speedrunners die. They won't. They're pretty good, so I have faith. Some feather navigations while Battleline is firing her laser on the other side of the room.
That's how it is.
As long as the movement is crisp, can skip all these bumpers. Great job from Eugene into the heart room.
Cool movement here to get past the cassette. Very nice.
Well done.
On Jackson's side, we were able to skip these coins by making a tight dash through the gap there. We don't need those coins.
And Jax as well will not die in these rooms because I have brought it. I am manifesting. That's what's happening.
Speak it into existence.
Meanwhile, Eugene is going to be entering the summit. This is chapter 7. This is the final story, normal chapter of the game. Won't be the last chapter for us because we're getting all of the hearts. But in the normal story, chapter 6 is where you fall back down the mountain and have that reflection with yourself or your alter ego, however your interpretation of the game story is.
And there's the 6B heart from Lmjacks. Yeah, so now both players entering the summit. Mostly it's pretty similar to normal summit gameplay. The one exception is that we need to be collecting what are called gems. These are little bits and pieces of the crystal heart that we will be collecting near the end of the chapter.
Yeah, as you can see off to the side of the right, Eugene quickly there dashed into something. It's a cool animation. You can hardly see it because we collected so fast, but that was one of the gems. And coming up again, summit. So we're going back through kind of all the levels we already climbed in 500-meter intervals. So 500 meters, chapter 1, the Forsaken City. We have all these cool zippers, and the theming is pretty similar. Chapter 2 will be 1,000 meters, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to kind of go in all these different nooks and crannies and levels to find these gems, which are all hidden away. So a lot of cool movements, but this is a great time to keep us updated for all those donations. We're pretty close to 1.7, right?
We are, let me do some quick math. We are under 16K away. That's 15,571. Yeah, 15,571 and counting, of course.
Well, I'm letting you know, friends, this run's gonna be over before you know it. So yeah. It's a fight, it's a challenge. I'm not sure you guys are gonna do it.
I don't know, chat can be pretty generous, but we also have two incredible runners up here that are pretty darn fast. I believe that they can get it done, but they'll have to show us. In case any of you didn't know, we actually added an extra game to today already. That was Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll. That one's going to be run by Limey. That'll come up after the checkpoint, and we did just officially open the World 12 Showcase incentive. We're looking for 125,000 for that one, and that'll push us over 180K as we continue marching towards that milestone of 2 million to unlock our bonus game, Mario Kart World. In addition, we do also have a Choose the Monkey bid war, so you can tell us who you really want to see Limey touch and roll around in Super Monkey Ball. Currently, Baby's leading by like 2,000, so apparently we got some sincere Baby fans in the audience. Yeah. Let's go. Make sure when you're donating at the bottom of the page, you assign your donation specifically towards that World 12 Showcase so we can unlock it. We need everybody's help to get it, and we need it soon. Now is the time to start it. And helping with that, we did get $100 from Maddie Thorson again. Maddie said, I just have to say to Msushi that it is transphobic to not like 4B or the Chapter 6 heart.
My bad. You're right. You're actually right. Trans rights. I'm sorry, Maddie.
Say that again just so the audience can hear it.
Trans rights?
Trans rights?
Trans rights. I'll make sure to go home and buy 5 copies of Celeste today to, some reparations.
All right, coming up on Eugene's side, we'll be entering getting the Summit cassette here. We've got a pretty cool strat coming up here. We're gonna get a big jump off of this cassette block. That only works because we jump as the cassette block spawns and are able to beat the cycle and get the cassette very quickly. There's nice the cassette.
Yeah, we didn't mention it, but now Madeline got a new hairdo. It's pink now. You know what happens when you have pink hair? 2. Who said 2? You can dash twice with pink hair. Do you guys never had pink hair before? Just me? Jeez. Anyways, that was a long time ago. We have 2 dashes. Guys, I feel like they're laughing at me now because my joke didn't land. It's kind of tough.
Oh, no, that's all right,
It's really tough. Thank you, Kwan. I appreciate it.
Hey, can you explain it to us? That really helps.
So basically, no. So we have 2 dashes now. It's notified when Madeline has pink hair. She has 2 dashes. When she has her normal red hair, she can only dash once. It makes a lot of these rooms pretty cool because we're able to do a lot of faster things and generally have more control over our character. But you can see we're blitzing through the summit.
Yeah, big speed change from Lmjacks here.
Yeah.
And here we're getting the gem.
Eugene's already in 2,000 meter, and we're gonna go over to the left to get this gem off a little obscure spot. Break through the ceiling here just to refresh your dash.
And once we get the gem here, we're actually gonna quit out and return to the map, as it's pretty much the same speed to return to our starting point as doing the backtrack is actually quite difficult, and I don't believe this actually saves any time.
And as we navigate through, there are a couple of cool rooms here. I just want to highlight, I think, 2 rooms from now for Eugene. One of my favorites is we get a lot of ultra speed, which is just anytime we dash down diagonal, we get faster speed. So you can do cool things like, hit your head there and then get full speed. And then an auto scroller skip here. That auto scroller block, say goodbye. We don't need it because we have 2 dashes, one here, one here. Get on that little block right there.
Yeah, we squeeze through that tight gap. And it saves about a couple seconds.
This auto scroller, though, we cannot skip.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Shoutouts to 4B.
Shoutouts 4B. And quickly, as our runners are finishing up 2,000 meter, I think we have time for 1 or 2 more donations.
Okay, I'm going to say let's hold applause to the end here while I blast through a couple of these because they have no comment, which helps. $800 from Anonymous, $1,000 from Lazy Behemoth, $800 from Steady, $1,500 from Anonymous, $1,000 from Anonymous, and $975 from John and Mary. None of them with comments, but that is a reminder that you do not need to say anything if you do not wish to. You do not need to tell us who you are, but every donation counts, big or small. Thank you all so much for your generosity. Absolutely incredible, pushing that total. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Coming up here in 2,500 meter, you can see Eugene is going a bit of an obscure path through the top as we get a nice scenic tour of what the level would be like normally. But now we're in that secret area because we need to get that gem.
Yeah, coming up, this is the final gem that we will be collecting before the blue heart. And here we're doing a cool little skip here. We'll see both players doing the skip differently, actually. We'll see Eugene doing what's called a transition wall bounce to get to that key. Normally, you have to go down to the bottom room, take a bubble, take it up, but we can skip all that. The skip is dev intended, but not in the way that Eugene did it. And we'll see Jax coming up soon once they get the gem, how it was intended to be done.
And we have to point at the door skip by Eugene, the best skip in Celeste. Under that door, there's one. Get the gems. 2 door skips for Eugene. Great job.
And coming up on Jax's side, this is how the skip is normally meant to be done.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. He bruised me wrong.
I hit the ceiling there. Yeah, I had to go down.
But Eugene here is finishing up the recap portion of the summit, the first 2,500 meters. And that means we enter 3,000 meter. This is where it's a unique portion of summit. We have our flags, we have wind, and a lot of cool things. Are you excited to play this section, Kwan?
Yeah, are you excited for the flag countdown?
I think I am excited. It's always the most hyped part of this crowd, right?
Oh, Eugene, where are you going?
Oh, no.
All right. Yeah, so we are here for the blue heart. Unfortunately, we will not be counting flags just yet. So, and now we have all the gems, and there's the blue heart from Eugene.
Yeah, fun fact there, you cannot demo dash through that spikes. I know someone in Twitch chat is trying to say that right now. You can't, I'm sorry. There's an invisible wall. It's just not possible.
Yeah, even if you turn on invincibility, unfortunately there's a barrier there. So you're gonna have to get all the gems.
Thankfully, both of our runners took that stop. Really awkward when you're first starting this category and you forget a gem and you're like, oh gosh,
oh, man.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
But now we're in 7B. And to give Maddie her flowers, this is a banger chapter. This is awesome. I mean, the whole game's great, but you know, just had to really put it out there.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks in the whole game.
So again, kind of a repeat of what we just saw on the Summit A side. We're going to be going through these sections of the mountain up before, 500 meter, chapter 1, zippers, 1,000 meter, chapter 2, dream blocks, just everything's harder because of course it is, it's the B side. It's also very long though, so we'll have some time to weave in some donations here and then. I think we can do 2 right now.
Alrighty, $15 here from Sexrex, who said, when I played Celeste Classic on the GDQ stage way back in summer 2016, I don't think anyone involved could have predicted just how big and beautiful the Celeste community would become all these years later. Huge shout outs to everyone who helped keep the wheels on this massive speedrun community turning, and everyone who has challenged that mountain. We've also got $25 here from Yujene. There we go. Who said, so much love from the back couch for Lmjacks. Your favorite chatters are here cheering you on. It's been a long time coming and you deserve every minute of it. You've got this. Good luck, racers.
Hi, Izzy. Thank you.
Yeah, any Lmjacks fans in the crowd? He's gonna need you to cheer louder. He's got some work to put in, but I believe in him.
Surely.
Oh my days, what are you doing?
There's a crazy backup there where you can get your dash back. It's quite difficult. It shows up in a randomizer pretty frequently, but unfortunately, you couldn't make it.
There's 500 meter for Lmjacks. And about 500 meters separates our runners right now. It doesn't look like it at the cam, but me and Kwan are just that large.
Yep.
Thank you, thank you. It's really tough out here, okay? Yeah, you can clap for that, you can clap for that.
Yeah, well, shout out for Msushi.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll leave the bad jokes to the donation, so I think we can get a couple more in.
You saying I'm not funny? Are you saying they're not funny? You can't say that to them.
Sorry, like puns. Bad jokes, puns.
Are puns bad jokes? What's the thought here?
Uh-oh.
A lot of mix on
you out
that.
of
So
All
sorry.
right.
Read
You can
the
donate.
best donations.
Say, oh, okay. You can donate and let me know what you're feeling on that one. Here's $25 from Prince Bubbles, who said, Celeste is one of my favorite games and means so much to me. I streamed this game and it was such a struggle just to finish it casually. I can't even imagine doing the stuff Eugene and Jax are doing. It is impressive, right, audience? And a quick reminder that every donation you put in right now is helping get us to that milestone incentive unlocking Mario Kart World. We need 2 million for that, but you can also assign those donations. You do have to specifically go in and do that to the World 12 Showcase for upcoming Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll. We need all of your help to get that 125,000. Please remember to do it at the bottom of the donation page, and together we can do anything, truthfully.
We can.
All right, coming up, we have Eugene entering the 2,500 meter section of this chapter. It's got a couple of really cool looking strats here. In the next room, we'll be doing a corner boost off of a block that moves away as we touch it. So the block will move out of the way and we're able to get a big speed boost past the block. And then immediately after, we have this really tight jump to squeeze through that gap, save several seconds.
Very nicely done, Eugene.
And another cool demo dash coming up on Eugene's side.
Yeah, look at this, by the way.
Shout out to Marlon.
Shout out to Marlon. A lot of random things you can just do that's like, oh, why can you do that? Why not? And now we're in 3,000 meters. So we have these flags. We are going to get all of them this time, I swear. But yeah, we're just gonna be climbing up. We're in the downdraft section right now, so we have higher gravity. So we just want to keep our dashes as much as possible, get these springs to regenerate them back. Barely climb through, not lose stamina there.
We're coming up with the spring section of downdraft. Lots of springs. Everyone's favorite mechanic.
And now the wind will be a little more forgiving. We're in updraft, so we have less gravity.
Yeah, so we're really floaty here. A lot of room. Oh, wait, hold on one second. What's Eugene doing?
Yeah.
Holy.
So that's a really cool instance of pause buffering.
I told you there are gonna be some cool ones later in the run. I told you. There we go.
Oh, we got the counters.
These are some tough flags here. Tough as in really easy to die and lose 10 seconds and throw your keyboard out the window.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah, this is the updraft gauntlet. Flags 10 and 9. Very long, very challenging. One small slip and you're back to where you started.
But Eugene's a professional. All right. And now we're in no draft.
Here, that little text box, that's the game teaching you how to do wall bounces. That's one of the many speed texts that we've been seeing.
Yeah, very, very cool. Nothing that we're kind of doing, well, not nothing. We do a lot of things unintended, but a lot of the base movement of this game, while you don't need it to beat the normal story mode, it is intentional.
Shout out to this demo. You can try that demo at home. It's actually one of the easiest demos in the game.
I would agree.
But I believe there's another demo coming up right there. That one's not so easy.
Don't try that at home.
Yeah. Flag 1.
Oh, we're going back. We went back. Oh, my days.
Holy.
All right, now, Eugene's going to be entering the heart room.
This is one of the most challenging rooms. There's multiple cycles, with the clouds having very funny movement.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right, and very nice from Eugene. And Jack's coming up on the end of flag 2. Huge sigh of relief. Always a huge sigh of relief at the end of flag 2.
I agree.
Thank you.
And we'll see Jax get through this heart room with ease. Just got to time dashing on the cloud so you make sure you can get your full momentum when the cycle's ready. And it's not too bad. Now that is the end of the normal game, so you'll see our runners going to the epilogue, but we're not trying to beat the game, we're trying to get all the hearts. So the run does not end here. We're gonna go into chapter 8 called The Core. In this chapter, we're going to be seeing slightly different game mechanics. Mainly the biggest thing is that you're not gonna get your dash when you normally touch the ground. You only get on refresh gems or when you enter the room, so the routing is a bit more unique. You're not gonna see us spam dashes as we normally do. You have to be a little more resourceful, but with the other things like the magma blocks, there are still a lot of really, really cool speed strats in this level. But for the most part, it is one of the slower ones because we have less dashes, so I think we're gonna take this time to give some shout outs to the community. And I think, Eugene, if you wanna start with that.
Yeah, for sure. The main thing I want to shout out is just to play Celeste. Whether that's casual, speedrunning, modded, however you want to play it. I just love this game, and I think everyone should. The game gives you so much flexibility in like the movement and the strat choices. Everyone pretty much has a unique play style, which I think is awesome. The skill ceiling is also very high, so you could play this game forever. If that scares you, don't worry. But the game's really easy to get into. There's a lot of good resources online, as well as a Discord full of people that are always like ready to help. And the last thing I want to say is just an anecdote. At this point, I've probably seen like hundreds of different people get into the game. And I can say with certainty that every single one of them have accomplished significantly more than they thought they were even capable of. And in my opinion, I think that's because, and feel free to say after me, anyone can cook.
Anyone can cook.
Yeah, I definitely was among the people that I've achieved more in this game than I ever thought I ever could. So, anyone can cook.
Yeah, coming through core here, a lot of tough cycles. These moving fireballs, sometimes they're ice balls, and these elevators that we have to grab onto to kind of get some speed. And again, in these later screens, we can see the floor is kind of rising in, trying to come after us, so we are on a timer for these rooms. Thankfully, when you put a speedrunner on a timer, they normally just perform better, so we find really no problem with those, but you know, we will see our runners probably struggle here or there. The thing that's really punishing about core, since you don't get your dashes back, if you do just mess up a dash, you just probably have to restart the room. Backups here are pretty scarcely done properly.
Yeah. So you may have noticed sometimes the screen is turning red or blue. So that's one of the core mechanics of this chapter, that you can switch between fire and ice mode. Yeah, you got that, audience, got that.
Think we can get a quick donation in?
$25 here from Bree 12 a.m. that said, "Hi, Jackson, Eugene, best of luck. You are both awesome runners, and I'm so happy you both get your chance to show off all hearts on the main stage. I'm Lmjacks Poggy."
Poggy.
Poggy.
Can do one more too.
$10 from Greta Ice Vixen. They said, "Unbelievably excited for this run. Jax, you are one of the sweetest people I know, and I am thankful to have you as a friend. You're wonderful, and I'm so glad to get to watch you and Eugene absolutely crush it. Good luck, less than 3.
Thank you, Greta.
Did you all know that Jax is actually an incredible producer for GDQ as well?
Yeah, shout outs to the production team that makes this event happen. It's so much fun to work with y'all.
And here we go. We're coming on the end of 8A here. Eugene is in the cassette room. What's really cool about this chapter 8 is that the cassette and heart are actually not optional. I mean, technically you can skip the cassette, but we do need to beat the B-side. So you have to cut the B-side. It brings you over to the other side of the level, and then you come to this empty room, which we do get our dashes back now, so we can build a ton of speed, like you'll see Eugene do here.
Speed chain, very nice.
Very nice.
And on Jackson's side, very nice as well. All right, now we're entering the core B-side. This is one of the most difficult chapters. You thought core was hard, you thought B-sides were hard. We're bringing them both together in the core B-side.
Yeah, and you need 15 hearts to enter this level, which is every heart, every A-side and B-side up to this point. So you basically have to have completed the game up to this point. It's kind of supposed to be not a final challenge yet, but a final challenge up to this point. Yeah, you can already see the amount of spikes, the lack of floor. Have I mentioned there's no floor on the B-sides? I don't know if
I think that's the first time I heard you say that.
I think that's the first time I said that. But yeah, you'll see a lot of switching between the fire and ice, which make these rooms function differently, and a lot of brutal cycles. And like demo dashes like that one.
Yep.
You can see on Jackson's screen too.
Yep.
Yeah, you can just do that. But yeah, we'll go through some of these rooms.
We have bumpers now. We use these wiggly bumpers that really make our lives really nice.
Oh, Eugene has to use another dash. No. This is a tough backup, yeah. But while we ride the elevator into these later sections, I think we can get in 2 donations.
Hey, these elevators are better than the ones at the venue. $25 here from Court Frozen Flygon. They said, oh, yeah, cheer, go ahead. I'll wait. Court said, "Celeste is the reason I'm here today, and Jax and Sushi, you two brighten my life at these events and beyond. So who's up for the gang after the run?"
Oh, that's too nice.
I heard some loud clapping. Someone is excited for the gang. Let's go.
Yeah.
We also got $10 here from Akko, who said, "Hi, Jax. I love working with you no matter the context. You are my longest online friend and one of the best community organizers I know. Also, Lmjack yay, Rubaloo woo, Evans F yay."
Hi, Akko. So excited to work on Archithon with you later this year.
Shout out to Archithon.
Shout out to Archie.
All right. We're getting close to the end of the core B side. Just a heads up, we have this chapter, we have the C sides. We'll technically have our incentive, but that's the end of the run. I don't think your guys can get 1.7. I don't think it's happening. It's too far away.
Unless?
It's impossible. No, unless. Are you serious? It's not happening.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. Guaranteed.
All right, well, coming up, we're entering the horizontal section. We're actually gonna play these rooms in ice mode. Normally, they're supposed to be played in fire mode, and this is gonna end up making the rooms a lot easier to clear, actually.
Yeah, that climbing up the right side of the wall, it looks kind of stupid, and that's because you normally can't do that. You're not intended to enter the level in that state.
Yeah, normally there's like these lava blocks and fireballs that are blocking your path normally.
Now you can see here, this is like the final exam room on both screens. You have elements from like every single level of the game just to go upwards and battle line boost you into this high octane, more exciting portion of Core B. Getting some speed from a magma block. Dealing with these bumpers is a little dicey, but Eugene does it quite well, gets some speed. Our runners are pretty close.
Yeah, this is very tight jump there on Eugene's side to weave through the line of fireballs.
Yeah, you just have to weave through those cycles. It is such a nightmare if you get lost.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to save our dash here on Yujene side to actually beat the next room really quickly. So we're able to skip the first part of that room by preserving a dash from the previous room. This is a pretty common theme in the core chapters, how to use your dash, maybe even in the next room, not even in the current room you're in.
And Eugene is in the final level here. They just have to navigate through this almost maze of spikes and rotating cassette blocks. But they make it look so easy.
Nice demo dash. There's the AP heart. And Jax as well. Oh, Jax, where are you going?
All right.
Jax playing with fire a little bit there.
And now, are y'all ready for a real challenge? All the A sides, all the B sides done. All that's left is the C sides. The C sides are supposed to be the hardest levels in the game, but they are much shorter in comparison. Each room is each level is only 3 screens, and with the exception of the third screen, they're usually pretty short. So all these levels will go by in a flash, usually about 30 seconds.
Check out Eugene here.
Check out Eugene here.
Huge speed chain to basically keep the entire second room.
And you can see just super tight platforming here, not a lot of room for error. Despite a lot of spikes, you still find creativity for some speedrun skips, like skipping that coin over there.
Yep.
And there's Jax finishing out 1C.
Followed by Eugene.
Great work, team. All right, now we're coming to 2C, which, again, dream blocks, coins, Battleline will be following us, the whole party from the old site. First 2 rooms aren't that bad, but this third room has a super long coin section, and we're gonna see Eugene forego the coins.
Yeah, well, we see Jax getting the coins here, so we see some route divergence.
And you'll see Jax will be able to take that elevator up. Eugene has to do a super tight diagonal dash, but both succeed in their own ways. And chapter 3 Seaside, some super brutal cycles here at the start. Yep. Super hard to get through casually.
Yeah, that first room is a nightmare.
Oh, Eugene barely missing that wall bounce, which means Lmjacks is in the lead. Woo!
Say hi to Oshiro.
So yeah, not actually required in the B-sides is jumping on Oshiro, but we have to do it here to get our dash back.
Oh, Jax gets that cycle. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Eugene missed the coin.
Oh no!
Oh.
Right, we're gonna reset the cycle. You can see how brutally long these.
Yeah, you
these
gotta
are.
hold your breath, because if you die at the end of these rooms, it's rage-inducing.
Yep.
Nice, gotta bounce on Oshiro again, get the dash back, and then use the refresh gem. Beautiful job, Eugene. All right, and quickly, oh gosh, there's only $1,001 left.
What were you saying before, Sushi?
I forget. I think I gotta get the donators to remind me. I think we'll have time for 2 before we get into the end of the run.
Alrighty, all I'm gonna say is, donors, if you're gonna put in your donations now, you should give us some good jokes or some wit and flex on Msushi here. Because you're getting close, and as a reminder, please make sure at the bottom of the donation page to assign your donations to that World 12 showcase. Helping with that, $50 from Triceratops that said, a good pun is its own reward. Yeah, I need some good groaners now while we're under 800 away. $25 here from Humbology that said, if you don't think puns are funny, how about you hear my favorite anti-joke? 2 muffins were in an oven. 1 muffin turns to the other muffin and says, "It's pretty hot in here, don't you think?" The other muffin says, "Oh my gosh, a talking muffin!" Let's get that Mario Kart World bonus run, everyone. And that's right, we do have that milestone at 2 million. Every donation counts to that. Get them in now. We're so close to 1.7 million. We can do it.
And we're so close to the end of the run here. Lmjacks entering the 6C side. Pretty cool skip in the 3rd room of it. We're gonna see this falling section, which is thankfully a little easier than the B side. Yeah, great job, Eugene, on 5C. But we'll use the feathers to get through this section, and then we're gonna do a little bit of unintentional maneuvering with this Kevin block here to bring it down with us to the end of the level and skip kind of half of this room.
Yeah, so normally we're supposed to ride this Kevin block through this whole movement puzzle, but we're actually going to go under the Kevin and have the Kevin go straight down, and we will follow it to the bottom and skip the whole puzzle there.
Very nicely done.
On Eugene's side, we'll see a similar setup, although we'll see Eugene pausing the setup to make it more consistent. As we did see Lmjacks struggle with it a tiny bit, but here it is from Eugene's side.
All right, and as Eugene syncs up, Jax will enter 7C. This is probably I think the most notable level in the game. I think in the practice room we talked, this is the level we always see in the YouTube shorts or the TikToks.
All right, all eyes on Jax.
Jax is gonna do a tough setupless demo dash.
Oh. I'll give it one more.
One more try.
Okay.
All right.
3rd for the fans, 3rd for the fans.
3rd? Okay. There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
And Eugene will do the same, but pause buffered, so. Perfect. Yeah, you can see now they're in 7C screen 3. This is the screen in the game.
1.7.
Oh, we did it. Congratulations, everyone. $1.7 million. Dang, I kind of look stupid now. I kind of look stupid. I think
Why'd you ever doubt me?
I gotta hang up my speedrunning jacket now. And we'll say hi to
Help
Granny.
you get attached to the struggle. Promise me that you'll take care of yourself, okay?
All right, and now the
right.
moments we've all been waiting for. Core C.
This is the
final
final
level of the
chapter.
run. It will be time when they collect their respective yellow hearts. Eugene's about to do some. How do I describe this?
So we're gonna see Eugene do something a little crazy here. It's gonna be a little hard to explain, but we are gonna be using pausing, and there's gonna be a zipper, one of those traffic blocks at the we start in the city, and we're gonna stack multiple momentum boosts off of it, and we're gonna go so fast we're actually gonna run off the screen. And what's gonna happen is that a lot of the hazards will be deloaded, and we're just gonna fly through the screen. So I'm just gonna stop speaking and just watch.
Just fine. We're good.
Yeah. It's a very precise setup.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
I got off sync.
Yeah, Jax is doing the level a little more normal speedrunnery on the left side. That's time for Jax. And Eugene
There we
makes it
go.
all the way through. Great job.
And time for Eugene.
GG, well played.
Nice, both 54s.
Yeah. We didn't mention it yet, but Celeste is primarily timed with the in-game timer. So for the purposes of this race, Eugene won.
I gotta donate $3 more to charity than you.
It's okay, I already got one up front.
All right, I'd like to do a couple shout outs here before we get into our incentive, particularly the Celeste Community Events team, which streams to twitch.tv/Celeste Community. We host regular bingo tournaments, speedrun tournaments, and a variety of other showcases. And additionally, if you like this All Hearts run, later this year in September, we will be doing an open All Hearts tournament, open for anyone to play on the first weekend, and then we'll go into a knockout tournament after that. Whether you're new to the game and want to learn the category to play or just want to watch on Twitch, we'd love to have you. Eugene?
So for me, after GDQ, I'm going to be returning to streaming all red berries on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube as Yujene, and keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and then you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at Lmjacks. I'm actually going to be doing a wilderness camping trip here right after the event, but after that I'll be doing some more All Hearts for sure.
Yeah, and I think we'll not get too sentimental so far. The people did pay $70,000 to see that last 25th heart. So if you guys want to get ready for that, I think we can read one more quick donation, and then we'll give you some context of what we're about to see.
Oh boy, there's so many good
I
ones.
know.
It's really difficult to pick one. We're gonna go with this $1,000 from Anonymous saying, "Go speedrunners, help Celeste climb Madeline Mountain. Trans rights 5-ever." Thank you all so much for contributing to 1.7 million and counting. Let's see that farewell fake heart.
Yeah, great work, everyone. You might have got 1.7 million by the end of this run, but you'll never get 2 million to unlock Mario Kart World. It's not going to happen.
Surely not.
Clip it, quote it, book it, not happening.
You can boo all you want. You gotta prove them wrong first.
Fantastic.
All right, so
We're going to go into Farewell. This is the fake heart. There are 24 normal hearts in the game. There's a fake heart at the start of Farewell. It's not a real collectible, but it's about 5 minutes into the chapter. This was a DLC chapter released after, I think a year after the game released, so some new content, and it's quite long. Again, we're only going to play about the first fourth of it, but it has some pretty cool things that we'll see, and more importantly, there's a super cool skip right at the start of it that we're going to explain before the timer starts. Kwan, do your best.
All right, so these two players will be seeing a pretty major route strat divergence. There's a skip called the dash trigger skip. Now, normally when you play through Farewell, you have 2 dashes at the very start, just like you were at the end of 7C, and then you go through some cutscenes, and normally you're supposed to lose your dash, because there's a cutscene storyline that says Battle-In is going to, let you do whatever you want, and you're back to your normal default 1 dash state. Now, we have a trick called dash trigger skip where we can skip that cutscene trigger, and we're able to smuggle the dashes and keep the dashes for most of the level. And for the fake heart, we will be keeping 2 dashes the whole way through.
all right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go!
So coming up right at the start, we'll see Jax going straight through the cutscene and to the orb, but we're going to see Yujene kind of float through the cutscene.
Wait, I forgot how to play this chapter. Don't mind me.
So actually, gravity gets turned off there for a frame on the cutscene, and then that's how Yujene is able to float. Meanwhile, Jax is going to play through the next couple rooms quite normally.
We'll see here, Eugene has to skip the cutscene at a precise time when they've levitated far enough, and now they need to skip a trigger and go through the ceiling. And if they land with pink hair, that means they've successfully performed the dash trigger skip. You'll see on Jax's screen who foregoed the skip, he can still pick up those pink crystals to get 2 dashes, but when Madeline touches the ground, he will have 1 dash, while Yujene will have 2 because of that insanely stupid skip. So,
Putting your little personal biases in.
I've been putting my personal bias in this whole commentary, so.
That's good, man. So, but really, you'll see how much more broken these levels become once you have the second dash. Like, for example, this puzzle room that Jax is in, Yujene just kind of breezed through it in like just a couple seconds.
Yeah, and we have these pufferfish here. You can bounce top of them, and you can also explode like Yujene just did to get some boosts of speed. Yujene here, this room.
Yeah, like what is this room? What's going on? Oh man.
You'd see it again. I know you weren't paying attention the first time or the second time, so the third time. There are like puzzle elements here.
Yeah, but those puzzles kind of get just completely annihilated by the dash trigger skip. Like this puzzle, like what is this puzzle? There's no puzzle here. You're just going around getting the coins. On Jackson's side, you're seeing what the room is supposedly normally look like. You're supposed to make this counterclockwise loop around the room.
But yeah, as we'll carry this pufferfish
Only
for a little bit.
Only for a little bit in the dash trigger skip because we can use the explosion to actually reach the end a lot earlier than normal. Whereas Jax here has to carry the pufferfish a couple more hits forward so we can reach the end.
And fun fact here as we hit the next checkpoint, there's actually a diverging route here. You can take a top or bottom side. Our speedrunners go for the top side. That's like the speedrunner route that the devs put in. Fun fact, when the chapter first came out, the bottom route, the normal route, was actually faster for speedruns. And then they patched the game and made the top route even faster. So it's canonically double speedrunner friendly.
Yep.
But you can just see some quick movements. We get introduced to jellyfish as well, which is holdable objects. When we hold them, we glide. And we'll also use it to do a skip up here.
Yeah, so
and a
coming
power
up,
source.
Yep. So this is the power source skip. Now with dash trigger skip, we can kind of just run straight into this room, go hit the power box directly. Normally, you're supposed to go grab a double dash crystal and maybe a jellyfish to really get up here. And now this is the dev intended power source skip. We're going to go up this vertical channel and go into the side rooms
Nicely done. Yeah.
that you normally wouldn't see.
This is a room you should never see. It's only if you skip the middle. You normally have to go off to 5 different rooms, get 5 different keys, unlock it in the middle, take a red bubble all the way through up, and instead of take the side, and we get into the next checkpoint super easily.
Yeah, so on Jax's side, we're seeing what the dash trigger skip normally looks like with only one dash. You have to smuggle a jellyfish from the previous room, carry it into this room to hit the power box, and now we see Jax attempting the power source skip. And very nice.
Well done, Jax. All right, but now when remembered, this is the last checkpoint before the fake heart. Again, pretty early on the level, so it'll go by quick, but a lot of brutal rooms here that are...
Got a cool door skip?
Nice. A lot of brutal rooms here that are made notably easier and faster by the fact that we have 2 dashes.
Yep, the power of vertical movement with 2 dashes is really incredible.
And beautiful music as well. Got to hit the pufferfish down. A lot of retries. Oh my days, I don't know which screen to look at.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful, Eugene will get through this one.
Yeah, another kind of like a Theo Ultra, you can do a Jelly Ultra where you cancel a dash, you get a lot of speed.
And use the jellies to hit the coins.
Yep. Cool skip coming up from Eugene's side here. We're actually going to try to go over the top of the screen here. Very nicely done.
And here's the last room. Time will be coming up for Eugene when we see the gray hearts collected on the center of the screen.
All eyes on Eugene.
And check out this cutscene, by the way.
Eugene, where are you going?
Bye, Madeline. Farewell.
But yeah,
And then you die after the cutscene.
Yeah. For background, this is about the first third of Farewell. It's a great experience when you play this casually and you're like, oh, that's the end of the chapter. It's not. There's about 2/3 more to go. If you haven't played Celeste, go play Celeste. This game's incredible. And you'll find out the other 2/3 of this chapter. But hopefully we'll see Jax follow suit in collecting that 25th heart. It is technically not a collectible. It's just a story moment for the game. I think the developers purposefully did that so it wouldn't mess with categories like all hearts, so thank you.
Thank you. I like all hearts without farewell.
And Jax just has to recover this jellyfish, pivot back around.
And
Not even close.
Nice.
and time for Jax.
All right, so great work, team. Definitely, that's gonna be the end of our run now that we've done the all hearts and the elusive 25th hearts. That concludes your Celeste experience at Summer Games Done Quick. So I wanna thank you all for joining us, and I think we'll quickly go around. Eugene, if you wanna start again, just as a reminder of some sign-offs.
Yeah, just a reminder, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube as Eugene.
And then for me, it's Lmjacks, same deal. And a reminder about that All Hearts tournament coming up in September. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I will say quickly, Celeste is an awesome game to speedrun. If you thought this was cool at all, or you felt inspired to play, people are super welcoming. It's true for most speedruns, but the community is great. I recommend you check it out.
Yeah, I really recommend everyone check out Celeste. It's open to all levels of all skill levels of difficulty. Even if you're really struggling with it, there are even accessibility modes that, as Eugene, would you like to say your piece here?
Yeah, can we get another anyone can cook?
Anyone can cook.
Alrighty, that's
Thank
all
you.
we've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the Celeste run and have a great time at the rest of the event.
Farewell.
Thank you.
Farewell.